scores there as they concluded the first rounds. So the under-18 scores are all there. We're not going to try and go through all of those scores because there's so many of them, and also the para event that is going on at Warwick. All of those scores are currently available on that live scoring page, so a really easy way for you to have a look through and see how your favourites have gone.
Hooter's just gone. Under 18s are just starting. Of course, they are timed matches, so they need to start on the Hooter. Our singles games here are not timed. They'll play it all the way out to 21, no matter how long it takes.
Now, can Julia find a correction here? Looks to be struggling to get all the way.
Just pull up short. So, looks like 2.
2's been the signal throughout the end, so we'll assume this is going to be another couple, and it'll be a 4-0 lead to Sam Ferguson. Sam, very experienced player, even though she's still a very young lady. Still had plenty of experience at the top level. There it is, 2 more, 4 shots to 0. Of course, Sam originally Nerona.
Yep.
Sister Natalie, of course, twin sister. Very well known in the bowls community. And now Sam, partner of David Ferguson, of course, who will be in action later in the Nationals.
Yeah, about a week's time. Just hanging on, so it's not quite ditch to ditch, but close enough. Only 1 match shy of it.
Oh, did I say Townsville? West Toowoomba. Sorry, Eileen. West Toowoomba.
That's your one mistake for the day, okay? Just hanging on. That's about where the jack went, so good jack to bowl roll. Unfortunately, the jack has been put forward 5 feet.
Okay, please ignore any spurious comments that are on the feed. Please don't click any links that aren't our official links, and we'll look to tidy those up as quickly as we can, but just help us out by not clicking on anything that looks like it's trying to lure you away from the Bowls Australia page. Any links that you can click are up in the description of the feed. That gets you to your live scoring and Bowls Link results portal and things like that. And the only other links we would suggest you can click are any that are posted by Bowls Australia with the blue tick.
So Julia has switched over here to the forehand. Just she's put it out pretty wide. Not sure he's going to get back that far on that hand.
Also, Josh has had enough of us. He's asking when Lee Such is commentating in
the...
yep. He's asking when Lee Such is commentating in the Nationals. So
yeah.
Lee Such will be looking after you through the Open Side Series.
Yeah. We're just keeping him on ice at the moment. Yeah. He's sitting in the cool room.
Yeah, getting ready.
Warming up in the
cool room, yeah.
I know he's excited to be involved, so he'll come with some very good knowledge.
Some good knowledge and some unique perspectives.
Yes, yeah. That's the word I was looking for.
We love him.
Perspective.
Yep.
Certainly, good fella.
So yeah, that'll be from Friday next week. The Open Side Series. I'll be involved in a playing capacity. Pete's the WA state coach, so we'll both be occupied. And Lee and Cameron Harris and a few of the other crew will be looking after you. I think Doug Kelly will make an appearance, President of Bowls WA, Ken Pride, CEO. Ken will join me tomorrow morning. So we'll take you through all of the action.
Sam would currently be holding 1, sneaking in for 2.
Yeah, beautifully weaved through here, look at that.
So that's the best ball on the rink, so...
Julia just needs to respond here and get her score moving, doesn't she? Just to get her confidence flowing.
Yeah, she's getting the weight or the line, just looking to put the 2 together.
Certainly in the zone. Needs it to hold on. Just going to drop under.
It still looks like probably 2.
Could well be 3 twos in a row to start the match here for Sam. Just waiting for confirmation from the players. Dave Von Horn has 2 paddles in his hand, ready to go.
He's confident.
And there they are. 2 shots it is, 6 shots to 0 is the current scoreline. Sam Ferguson out of the blocks fast. Yeah, just to finish off that those comments about clicking on links, if you're asked to make any payments or anything like that, that's not a legitimate a legitimate thing. You will not be asked to pay for any of the Nationals 2023 coverage. As Sam opens up with another solid opening.
Yes.
Look at that, more than solid, right on top of it.
She started really strongly, didn't she?
Yeah, she's a very, very steady singles player. Very unflappable type. Always has been.
Yes.
What a reply. Great shot
Yes.
from Julia. Still 1 to Sam, but a beautiful reply. Good on you, Wilter. Still enjoying our coverage as well.
It's good
I
to
think
hear.
deep down at least such a fan.
Yeah, everyone is. So am I. Yeah, let's put it up a touch short, but it's not far away there, Sam. It's about a foot.
Yeah, Robin just asking about the speed of the greens, Pete. Got to
Nice.
be at least 16 now, maybe even stretching up a little bit quicker.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll ask a player in the break what they think.
They're certainly on the quicker side rather than the not. That's for sure.
Certainly. As we can see the bowls going down, there's a lot of grass being used on both sides. There's a slight wind advantage on the side that Sam is playing.
Right in the
great
area.
shot.
Little nudge. Yeah, that did the job, didn't it? In fairness,
that up nicely.
it was probably going to trickle just past, but the little edge.
We hear Matt Flapper walking behind us. He's hard to miss. He's, of course, coaching the under-18 boys.
Such a good man with the time that he puts into all of these, all of the Victorian teams. Matty Flapper. He still plays an amazing bowl himself, as we know, and he puts so much time volunteering and coaching. And last year at the Nationals, he was everywhere. He was at the under-18s, he was at the Paras, he was everywhere, Pete. He's just a great man. He is a great man. Yeah, it's a stunning day. It is quite warm out there now. We're okay under the shelter of our little marquee alongside the rink, but it is quite warm now. There's still a breeze blowing, which is probably keeping the temperature at a more comfortable, slightly more comfortable state. It's when that breeze drops that you start to feel the temperature. But given the fact I saw the Tasmanians earlier on, and we had the comment earlier on that the senior Tasmanian side were leaving 7 degrees in Tasmania. I mentioned that to a couple of the Tasmanian under-18 girls, and they said, we might prefer 7 degrees.
Yes. Yeah, they're feeling homesick at that point.
A shock to the system.
Another one under the head, so not sure if it's 1 or 2.
We'll find out. If it's 2, it'll be the 4th 2 in a row.
Yeah. Tape will come out.
We are on rink 4 on this green, so you will see some players pass in front of the camera at times. That's the under-18s.
We've got the boys pairs and triples. Victoria versus South Australia. So certainly get glimpses of them.
Look at that close-up, look at that measure. And that looks like 2. 2 it is. 8 shots to 0 now. And it's not panic stations just yet,
No.
but Julia definitely needs to get herself
You'd
on.
want to get on the board, don't you? Just. So really stretching this out, Sam. This one will go to the line again.
Elisa Rigoni's made a good start against Chris Ace Watson. 7-1 lead to the Northern Territory competitor there over WA. And Lainey McGorman a 5-1 leader over Cass Millerick at the moment. That'll be a good match over there, Lainey and Cass. Both experienced players. Both have been around top level singles competition for a long time. And that match over there could really paint a picture as to who emerges as one of the favourites come the end of the day.
Another good start. 2 feet behind.
In singles, you land your first bowl there. You're generally pretty happy, aren't you? You've given yourself options. You've got escape. You've got escape routes if you need one.
Yep. This one runs it out.
Certainly has. Decent job.
Yep. Shot bowl.
When I say run it out, it ran just far enough.
Just
didn't
far
it?
enough.
Yeah.
Tried to get underneath.
So a slight correction for Sam required. She basically just needs to beat her previous bowl now. Nice wide arc. So this could be, it's going to come up short, but this could be an interesting match, Pete, because there is a chance the breeze might swing around during the match.
It'd be close, won't it?
We'll see how the players come to terms with that if it does. Just at this time of the day, there's, if the sea breeze arrives slightly early, there is a chance they'll have to contend with that. As this will just do enough again. Yes, beautifully played.
Yes, that's caught many a local player out, so you'd think it'd catch a visitor out, and they're the opportunities that you get to just grab an easy 1 or 2 for a couple of ends while they're sorting themselves out.
The hand you see the girls playing right now is the wider side.
But it won't stay like that.
With the easterly bringing them home, but yes, exactly. Could easily change as this is coming right home now. Well, what a shot. Look at that come home. Yes, and the palm trees indicate the type of conditions we've got at the moment. Just beautiful and warm. Not so much tropical, but beautiful and warm.
Julia's, she's got the weight, just ducking underneath.
Well, she's played 3 reasonably consistent bowls there. It's just Sam's managed to get that one in there. It is sitting out a little vulnerable, so Sam will know she needs to get another one in or just turn her own bowl slightly to just tidy this up. No, Val, first to 21, but we do keep the ends up there just out of interest. Sometimes it's nice to know that that players have played X number of ends. As this one comes home as well, look at this.
She needed a friend and she
what
gave
a
it.
Shot.
Fall down in front.
Brilliant. The run of 2s might continue.
So box seat from there.
I think we'll see Julia's mindset here. We might see a bit of weight here.
She's got nothing behind, unfortunately.
But it is weight.
Weight onto hers underneath.
It's a chance.
Close.
What do we got? Well,
He's
nothing.
got the hole.
Fantastic effort. So it's going to be another 2, and we've played 5 ends. It's been 2 on every end, so the mathematicians have got us covered. It's 10 shots to 0. Yeah, Val, sometimes it's nice to know, oh, well, they've played, 25 ends, 26 ends, gives you an idea of the sort of battle that's gone on. Even though the ends are irrelevant, it is first to score 21. So another fairly lengthy
Yes.
end. I think what we're going to see is if Julia can get herself on the board here, we're going to see a change of lengths.
You'd hope so.
Sam's made it pretty clear she wants to play long ends.
But I suppose the importance of knowing how to roll a jack. You've got the advantage. Being able to put that jack where you want it to keep that advantage.
It's an underappreciated art, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Well, Sam just passing with this. Again, it's in a A1 type position. First up, probably gone a little further than she would have liked. As you can see that scoreboard next door, that's an 8-1 lead to Elisa Rigoni over Chris Ace Watson. And Laney scores again against Cassandra Millerick. Laney McGorman. He's leading 8-1 in that one as well.
Decent start here from Julia.
That's a better one for Julia to start building her confidence. Pete, you've had plenty to do with the lead up to the tournament. All three clubs have put in an amazing amount of work to get ready for this, haven't they?
Things go so slowly for a long time, and then the last month just really goes quickly. Everything comes together. So yeah, now the three clubs have been looking forward to it, collecting their volunteers, working out what they need and what they don't need.
There's just been a real excitement about it as well, hasn't there?
Yep. Yes. No. It's been a long time. Well, it's been a few years since certainly we've had side series. I think the last time the under-18s they were, I can't remember what year, but they were at Sorrento then as well, a fair few years ago.
Yeah, that is quite some time ago. Yeah.
And of course it's not raining, so side series usually brings rain when it comes to the Open, but
it's all looking pretty good without touch wood, but it's all looking pretty good.
Sam's just on the outside again, so really big opportunity, Julia. If she can nail one here, probably got shot. Angles are a little bit awkward. Might be running a touch.
Just finds the gap, but I think that jack high bowl would be shot, but as you say, just got to be a little bit careful sometimes with the
TV. Camera angles can lie a little bit.
Do have to be a little bit careful.
With the front bowls and the back bowls, but I think
is this one going to sort things out?
Yeah, I think this might settle the issue
anyway.
It
sorts things out. That is number one. No doubt about it. Beautiful crystal clear images coming through. Yes, Terry, we mentioned the South Perth Champion of Champions. That's the last event of this particular. It's the last time this particular event was held.
Just going to run through that hole again.
In WA, Terry, and I know Terry was there with his daughter Chloe, representing ACT. Chloe, another one that'll be in action later in this fortnight.
So broken the run of twos.
Yes, just the one.
That's one step forward.
11 shots to nil, the lead to Sam Ferguson here. I think what shone through at South Perth is the pride that they had in hosting the event, and we're seeing that same pride
definitely
amongst the clubs here as well. You know, I'm often in my travels around Australia covering the events over the years, I've spoken to lots of people that have said I would love to get over to WA for a game, and you know, and they just have never really had the opportunity to do so. And well, here is a great opportunity.
Coming down from the angle again, might quite get back, but
great
start.
Yeah. It feels like Sam's really settled on the rink, doesn't it?
She has. Yep, she's thrown them out wide and just watched them. Trusted the line.
Julia's been able to group her bowls, she just hasn't been able to quite nail the jack. this looks okay. Just needs to hang on now because it's going to want to get away. The weight was perfect. Chris Ace Watson and Elisa Rigoni there in the top right of your screen. It's a 9-1 lead to Elisa Rigoni at the moment. Sam looks to drop down onto her own.
Just going to help it out a little bit.
Oh, Yogi's joined us. Good on you, Yogi.
Angle
And
on
yes,
the grass, but not the weight.
Is running it beautifully. I think, Pete, in the last couple of days, there was some concern from the greenkeeper that it might be running too quick. Yes.
Exactly. Got a little bit of rain on Monday, which he was quite thankful for.
Which this time of the year is credit to the greenkeepers because
Alan does a lot of work.
Doesn't want any jack there, just drops under.
He was here about 2 o'clock this morning.
Wow. You watch the players play well on the surfaces and things like that, and you often forget that it takes a great green to enable the players to showcase their talents at their best.
Luckily here there are very few. It's hard to see houses. We can see some just on the horizon, but which allows them to make a bit more noise than some greenkeepers at that time of day.
Julia was in the area there. Just as you can see, that last metre of run is almost sideways at the moment on that wide hand. Both players continuing to look there. I wonder with Julia, she might consider switching to the other side and just see if she can find anything there. The breezier conditions here are a regular thing in the Perth area. Very rare that we actually are playing an afternoon game of bowls without some form of breeze.
Yep. I think she's just laid off it again, has she?
Well,
she's trying to get there, but just laid
that
off
sideways turn again. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you've got to be within probably the 3 feet mark once you hit that sideways turn. Otherwise, you're going to be short.
Some nice comments coming through for the camera work, so that's good news. Getting the thumbs up from Mitch, who's looking after all of our pictures, and one more from for Sam Ferguson there, leads at 12 shots to 0, and some nice credit for the flowers in the background. They do look a treat over there. Absolutely
Flowers,
stunning.
yep.
Yeah.
The way they're coming to now.
Beautiful colour.
Oh, there's not much they haven't thought of. You can even see how straight the lines are.
Yeah. Yes,
they don't always get perfectly straight, but they are. Nothing has been overlooked.
Paul Brotherston, another one that loves joining us on the feed, is
another great start from Sam.
Yeah, she's really piling on the pressure.
She's all business.
And as we say that, a change of hand from Julia to try the other side. I think this is a smart move. Have a bit of a look and see if there's something there. So it's just going to drift across, but the weight's well judged.
And it won't drift as much.
Yeah.
So it sticks around.
Well, Julia is playing with a GTR, which is probably a more turning bowl.
Yep.
So she might find that narrower side is to her liking. There's not a huge amount of breeze now. It really has settled. It's interesting. I look down one end of the green and one of the big flags is really bustling away, but down the other end it's virtually still. So
yeah, we're in the bit of I suppose the shelter with the clubhouse, where that further we get away from the clubhouse, the more breeze there seems to be. So Again, has she
Needs to
trying?
maintain the weight.
Just not going to quite get
That's
down.
all it
But
is.
she's all around it, just not quite on it.
Yeah. Sam just taking a moment to work out exactly what she wants to do here. She's sticking with the forehand side.
Just try to drop inside that to count. Not quite, just on the outside.
It just shows you, that bowl probably had another foot of turn left in it. If it didn't get that outside edge, it was starting to swoop home.
So Julia's got plenty of weight on this one. What's she going to collect?
Beautifully
Bit of
played.
jack.
Beautifully
Great
played.
shot.
Yeah, that's
One.
what she
She's
needs.
found the middle.
Yep. Just needs to get the confidence going.
So 3 perfectly weighted bowls, and she eventually got that line right.
Mary, Brenton is over on the other green now, a bit far out of our reach to be able to give you a score update, but you do have that live scoring page that will be able to give you those scores if you want to check out. Now we know that's it's 5 or 10 minutes behind as they try and keep it up to date, but I can tell you we started 3 shots to 1.
Just on that, just didn't quite get back.
Brenton is playing Craig Mills, who we saw in our first match here. And Brenton leading 3 shots to 1 at the moment is the latest score update we have there. But you can go to that live scoring page just by going up into the description of the feed. You might have to click see more, and you can go to that feed and keep an eye on your favourites.
Just trying to hold. It might just get through the hole, but she's on the board. So Julia Brownie is on the board.
On the board, yes.
Bit of confidence. Change your length.
Yeah, now just needs to think this through now and just work out the tactics. 12-1 is the lead to Sam Ferguson. But the one good thing about singles, Pete, is it doesn't matter how far you get behind. You can still win if you keep scoring. You never run out of ends.
Yeah, so see if she's... Because you don't want to just go complete opposite just because Sam's going long, you don't go short. You just want to go to your length.
About a 3/4 length she's gone to now. Matt up considerably. Jack a couple of metres still off the tee.
The smell of lunch is getting to Mitch.
There we go.
Another nice start.
Now, does the change of length change things, Pete?
Well,
Has at this point.
yes, so far so good. If you're a Julia fan.
Well, we saw it happen in the first game. The first game we covered, there was a definite difference on short ends to long ends. Whilst this isn't a short end, it is a significantly different length to what we've seen Sam roll. Now, Julia's just gone a bit quick there, so now this is the opportunity for Sam to stamp her mark back on this match. I mean, she leads 12-1.
Yeah, but it's just to show that change length is not going to bother me.
Yeah.
It's just going to roll it out, and I think it will. It's a really good shot. She's done that.
A great correction.
I'd say...
So when your opposition makes that change, the sooner you can say, hang on, nah, I've still got this.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yep. Just dent that confidence again straight away.
Julia's just skimped on the line, I think. She's not going to get past that front one. Weight looked okay. Just didn't quite have the line.
Di Marquette saying can't wait to get over here. Yep, Di will be over here competing. And coming from a very cold Tasmania, Di will be more than happy to get over here and enjoy the warm weather, I'm sure.
Yeah, wouldn't worry about your rain gear. Might have a jumper at some point, but not your rain gear.
Just on the outside of Julia's bowl there, but no harm done with that. It'll still be 1 to Sam.
Bit of nature coming in our way. Very strange bugs here at Sorrento. Clive's just giving a flick. So you can go bother somebody else. Just get down, give that a turn.
Right through the gap. Collected the post, but no no advancement. Now, does Sam have any interest in sitting that bowl? I think she'll probably stick to the draw because she's got good rhythm on her draw, but no, maybe not.
She's a bit more than a draw.
She's got enough to land.
Doesn't want to land the wrong side, of course.
A little nudge.
Does not want to get over.
That ball's been rocking and rolling, but it's stayed put, and it'll be another 1 on the board to Sam, and she leads at 13 shots to 1. Big thank you to Tourism and Events, Tourism WA, I should say, the Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries here in WA, and of course the City of Joondalup. They do a wonderful job. They've all done fantastically well in supporting this event. They've all been so keen to support the event. Yes, there is a dedicated page for live scores as well, Jared, on the Bowls Australia website. It's also accessible by clicking on the live scoring page in the description of this feed. And yeah, they're getting updated every 5 or so minutes. We understand that they're not perfectly live, but they're very close to, and it'll allow you to keep an eye on how things are going.
It is someone continuously walking around doing it, so it does take a while to get round
keeping it all up to
whole
date for you.
20 odd rinks. And
those live scores are coming in from Warwick as well, which is fantastic to see. With the Paranationals happening over there, we'll be over there on Sunday and Monday covering matches from there. And we'll be back here again tomorrow for the concluding stages of the Champion of Champions event, and also the Day 2 action of the Under-18s. Still 2 more matches to come for you tonight, or today. We've got another Champion of Champions singles match this afternoon, and then we'll have the Under-18 girls final. That's the girls singles final, right here on Rinkside Live.
So this is a good shot here from Julia. It's just got to bend down to it. And it didn't. Just that extra weight held it.
Well, the girls singles, Pete, having a look at the round 1 scores from there. Stella Palmer 21 defeated Amity Bickley 12. So Amity was a finalist last year. Evie Exton from South Australia defeated Taylor de Greenlaw 21-12. Taylor from the combined New South Wales Victoria team. And Chloe Collins from Tasmania 21 defeated Reese Finn Young from New South Wales 16.
Yeah. Good win.
So that is a very interesting first round of results, given the fact our defending finalists both lost their first round match.
Of course, they are in sections. There's a section of 4 and a section of 3, I think. So there's a bye on one side.
All right, back here with Sam Ferguson.
Nothing has
to
changed
get
in
down.
the last 3 or 4 bowls.
It's well weighted.
Yes,
It's
going
going to hang on.
Hang on is the
Yeah.
question.
Just drifted
No,
under.
it won't.
So another one on the board to Sam. Sam leads at 14 shots to 1. After 10 ends have been played. Of course, ends don't matter. First to 21. It's great to see lots of people on here that are going to be actually coming over here and competing across the fortnight. Great to see plenty of the players having a look at the conditions and having a look at what they're coming over to.
Nearly T to T again. Sam's just found this line perfectly from bowl 1. Has not missed a beat.
And we have seen, look, it's good thinking from Julia to try something different. We have seen her switch to
As close as Jack.
what is the narrow side, little nudge. I just feel like she might find herself on the wide hand again in a minute, because I reckon this breeze might have just
Nudge.
about switched. It's trying.
Trying to.
I can definitely feel that breeze over my shoulder now.
Of course, 11:50 local time.
Yep. It is something you do have to contend with in the Perth conditions, is that,
Hey.
that breeze often will change.
Don't. If all these players are watching, don't give any secrets away. Never changes.
Yeah.
Just keep playing the same line
Yeah.
all day.
Yes, the line you take at 9:30 in the morning
Yeah.
is often very different to the
Yes.
line you take at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes.
Sam crowding the jack again. Now that might make her think about change of hand. It's definitely making her think about it.
Yeah.
And
An opportunity. You've got a nice one close, so just in case you might need it later, just have a little look. So she has put it out here on a Greasme wide line. Will it get back? Certainly trying to.
well, it's done enough for 2.
Yep,
That's
2
for
shots.
sure.
So she picked that pretty well.
This is where Julia just needs to keep Sam out on the green at the moment. Down 14-1, you just got to keep your opposition out there, and you just never know. Momentum can change. A player can just lose a little bit of touch. Just got to scrape away and keep them out on the rink.
Yep.
But as you've said, Pete, Sam's just in beautiful rhythm on this longer
Yes.
length.
Doesn't. Let's just push this one through a bit, I think, but nope, doesn't get the edge of the bowl. Again, she's pushed it quite wide. I just don't think it's going to get back at this point.
Just a little bit of
A
both.
bit of both, bit short as well. So
2 more to
two
Sam.
more.
16-1 now the lead, and it looks as if Sam is careering away to a victory. Julia will try her hardest and try and peg this back. Next door, and a change come over that one. 10 shots apiece now between Elisa Rigoni from the NT and Chris Ace Watson from here in WA. And a 9-6 lead to Lainey McCorman over Cassandra Millerick at the moment. I think that one will be a battle. You know,
Just going to hang on.
Sorry, Pete.
That's all right. Jack nearly went in the ditch, but it's all good.
Our three favoured competitors in this event are probably Cassandra, Laney, and Sam, and then the local with Chris Ace Watson.
Chris knowing the conditions, brings her right into it.
So any of those matches between those become really, really important in the round robin format. Of course, that's not underselling the ability of anybody here. They've all won titles. It's just names that we know. You know.
Yeah, you don't win anything on paper.
I mean, Ray Simpson from Tasmania is a very experienced campaigner and has made these events before. Elisa is playing in just about everything over the fortnight. Unfortunately for Julia, she lost her first and trails significantly here. It's going to make it more difficult for her for the rest of the tournament. Sam made a correction here. There is definitely some correction.
Just still sliding through a bit, so still opportunities here. Julie needs to lose that 3 feet. Keep that line. No, she's switched, has she? Switched back again. So just doing that searching that we've all done at some point in our careers, our games. Finding something that'll work for us.
And that's just a feel thing, isn't it, Pete? I mean, she's had a look at the other hand. Maybe she hasn't particularly liked what she's found out there and said, okay, well, I'll cut my losses and go back to where I have been playing. I think they're just waiting because there's quite a short end next door, and they're measuring, so there was quite a bit of movement. That's why Sam just waited there. Smart play, you know. You tend to, if you tend to play that, you tend to underdo your line because you're almost aiming to miss them instead of trying to get close. So it's come up with a pretty reasonable bowl there. Another one that'll be in the mixed account. Looks like a couple.
Need this one to run it out because the line is reasonably good here, but hasn't got enough. Not quite. Not quite. So he's about 3 foot short. So probably still 2 down. David, the ITO confirms it. 2 to Sam at the moment. And a bit of room to add a third. Waving it out a bit, so I think she might think she's a little tight. She just lost both there.
So Julia plays her last bowl here. Don't forget, we've still got another match coming up for you from the men's side of the draw at 2:30. It'll be Jack East and Lee Schreiner. That's 2:30 Western Standard Time. Time zones everywhere at the moment this time of the year, so as
Julia's a chance here.
She's in the zone. She is
Good
in
shot.
the zone. That is beautifully done. One shot it will be. Julia doubles her score to 2, trails 16 shots to 2, and looks to narrow this gap. After that match at 5:30 Western Standard Time, we'll have the girls under 18s final, and at this point, we certainly don't know who we'll be covering because they've only got 1 round down, and they'll be playing another round right at this moment. So plenty of action. 4 different sessions of play today, and we'll have another 4 sessions for you tomorrow from Sorrento. Plenty of coverage for you to get into here at the Nationals.
So it's a similar length that she threw last time, so this is clearly a length she likes. She didn't go shorter as such, but that's a good start here. It's a nice confidence builder. good reply here from Sam, but you get what you want, and then Sam does that to you.
Yeah, she's playing a great game at the moment, that is for sure.
Yeah. Again, let's switch back to this forehand.
Thanks for the nice comments coming through. Definitely glad to be back in the commentary
Holding.
chair as
Good
Julia
shot, yeah.
got
That's
a
good
great
Yep.
shot.
Got a bit aggressive there. It's nice to see.
Well, it's almost at that point where there's a bit like nothing to lose over the next few ends.
Yep.
Just try and bridge that gap.
Yeah, just one end at a time.
In a round robin format, you have to try and chip away here. Even if you can't win the match, you have to try and chip away. This will put her back to the backhand side. She'd love to just draw down onto this jack now. She did a great job with her first bolt of this end. Just needs this to get to turning now.
Get down underneath that bowl.
We'll do enough. Yep.
So that's good. 3. Bit of pressure on Sam here. See how she responds.
Such a relaxed delivery.
Yeah.
Sam Ferguson gets it away beautifully. Now, what's this one going to do with a little bit of breeze holding it out this time? Still coming.
Trying to come late.
Wow.
And that
what a
will come
great
enough.
shot.
Great shot.
That was definitely turning what
Thinking
felt like
about
against the breeze.
Thinking about not turning anyway. Again, a bit of aggression. Back on this forehand.
She's not happy with that one.
No, she thinks she's waving the arm a bit wide. But I don't mind the intent.
Well, Julia's fired her shot, and Sam's been able to take that and say, "Well, I'm still able to draw the shot." I expect that this will be on a safe-ish sort of line for Sam. This will be out deep, I think.
There's not too much can go wrong unless, of course, you're crossing that line with a bit of weight and get a jack down the line. She's certainly taken the wider approach.
Don't want to say I told you so, but I really do. One it'll be to Sam, and she leads at 17-2. She's now within one end of victory in this one. She certainly executed a very, very solid game of bowls here, Sam. Hasn't scored any more than a 2.
No, but she's scored a lot of them.
And those 2 generally have been very, very close.
Well, she's left the jack a little bit shorter than she has this time.
Great setting here at Sorrento. If you are in the area and you want to get down here, we certainly encourage you to do so. Plenty of parking available. That's one great thing that Sorrento has about it on this complex. There's, it's a massive sporting complex where we are here, known as Percy Doyle Reserve. Has soccer, hockey, T-ball. Yep. I'm sure there must be some cricket. There is definitely cricket around here as well. So it's a massive sporting complex. Great effort there from Julia. Just passes by.
Croquet, of course.
Croquet. There's also the bridge club over the back. There's everything. There's the community rec centre there as well. So it's just a massive complex here. But what that brings is lots of parking and great accessibility for everyone.
Well, the live stream is great, of course, listening to us. If you want a bit of variety to wander just around and see many different players in action, take the opportunity. Won't come about that often.
A little bit. From what we've seen so far, just a little bit wayward from Sam there, and an opportunity for Julia to nail this jack now. You don't get many of these opportunities. Just needs to nail it. Looks like it's still travelling.
She played a really good end. She might have gone down, but she played a very good end the last end. So
it's another one in there at the moment.
Just build on that.
14-6 lead now to Lainey McGorman over Cassandra Millerick. So Laney shooting for a win after a bye in the first round. Sam's made a correction.
Yep, doing enough.
That'll do for number one.
Just going to pull up it just short. Well, that's 3 seconds. If Sam can't give it a friend, it's an opportunity.
Yeah, Sarah, we would estimate about 16 seconds at the moment for the green speed.
So you're pushing, the way they're going now, you're probably pushing into it slightly. A bit more free-flowing the other direction. So,
Well,
as I said, well, yeah, she's shown she doesn't mind a bit of aggression, and this is an opportunity.
must attack this. Now, if you're not sure, go down and have a look, but the value is there.
She's set up, I think, for a bit of weight here.
Yeah, certainly.
Just pushed it wide.
Looks disappointed and nearly got a result.
nearly did a tricky one.
It'll be one more to Sam Ferguson. She moves within 3 shots of victory, leading 18 shots to 2. Yeah, the green will probably still be just getting that little bit quicker in pace as the day wears on. We'll probably head up towards about 17 seconds.
Could do.
Mid-afternoon, and then obviously as we go into the evening session, it'll drop that pace late. And
yeah, the girls' singles final tonight will be a little bit slower than what it currently is, certainly. And she's got the jack up there this time.
The girls' singles final, of course, is on a different green as well. So, girls' singles final will be behind where we are on B green. So we'll look forward to that a little later on. 5:30 Western Standard Time. I'm pretty sure at this time of the year we have about 6 different time zones in Australia.
Yes.
So we'll leave you to do the calculations.
So a bit of an error there from Sam, pushing it through into the ditch.
And Julia's got scared of that and
couldn't capitalise, unfortunately. So it's 0-0 at the moment. Another good angle, sort of the weight, which isn't too bad.
yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah. What a great shot, and that is danger signs now for Julia, because Sam's still got 2 more left and she's just nailed it. Julia needs this one to be in the area.
Switched hands again, and well, it'll run a little bit away this because it's still got a bit of motoring to do.
In fairness to Julia, Sam's jumped out of the blocks in this game and she's been all over it, and Julia just hasn't had a chance to settle into the match at all.
No, she said no freebies. When she has had good ends, Sam's come up with the shot to take it off her.
And look at this, another one in the zone here. Look at that, brilliant.
Back toucher, fall down.
Sensational.
Oh, could have jammed it in.
All right, well,
hang on.
that is going to trickle in, I think. Yep, Just drops in, so Sam will look to add another one here and hold game.
I expect she'll be holding game after this one. It's a bit of how close she is.
Well, she's not happy with the line here. She's urging it to stay out, but only has to pass the front.
So the line doesn't look too bad.
She was urging it to stay out a bit, so that'll do though. That's 3. Julia must at least beat that bowl to keep the match going.
I think it's getting past. Just getting past. I prolonged it.
So 2 more on the board.
Ooh,
And
that good stop, David. That was not
two-
that it mattered.
No, 2 more on the board. 20 shots to 2 is now the score line, and just 1 shot from victory for Sam Ferguson. 12 shots apiece next door between Elisa Rigoni and Chris Ace Watson. That's Northern Territory versus WA, and a 14-7 lead to Lainey McGorman from South Australia over Victoria's Cassandra Millerick. That's what's happening in the Women's Champion of Champions event. Of course, the WA government, a wonderful contributor to this event. The state government, through the Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries, and Lottery West, are major supporters of the 2023 Nationals in Western Australia. Sport and recreation creates vibrant, inclusive and connected WA communities. And what a great example of a vibrant and inclusive event the Nationals 2023 is. Embraces every aspect of our sport.
Exactly. There are very few sports that could replicate.
Well said. Well said,
Yeah,
Pete.
I got it out. Let's put it out. Replicate what we're doing over the next 2.5 weeks.
Absolutely.
Going from our under 18s to our over 60s and
Look at
our
that.
state champions and everyone.
Look at that women's pairs event. There's a great shot there from Sam. Look at the women's pairs event in the Australian Championships. You've got a couple of pairs that are just the stars of the sport, purely, absolute stars of the sport. And you've got 2 mother and daughter combinations.
Yes.
How good is that?
Yes.
And they're legitimate stars in their own right. But just to say, you've got family aspects all over it. I'm sure the under 18s have all got family links here as Julia nails it there.
Good.
Beautifully played. Yeah, there's so much to like about this event and about our sport. We're watching the Champion of Champions right here, but right in front of us we've also got the under 18s, which are the future, the present and the future of our sport.
Yep.
Sam, is this going to get down? Just going to travel past.
Through.
Steve, I would guarantee the green's running a lot quicker than 14 seconds. Yeah, definitely a bit quicker than 14.
Yes, certainly. Like these ladies are going ditch to ditch and there's not a lot of effort going into
No.
it. Well,
Bit of effort behind this one. Yes, that's it.
Good call.
And
sliding
just
underneath.
misses. Julia is going to keep herself in the match here, barring catastrophe.
She's going to swing through, I think, but has it got
Oops.
anything in
Yeah.
between? No.
Catastrophe wasn't far away there, but one it will be to Julia, and it is now 20 shots to 3 in favour of Sam Ferguson. Just have a look and see what the scores are looking like in the men's Champion of Champions event. So we've currently got a 9-6 lead to Brenton Code over Craig Mills. Lee Schreiner leading 14-9 over Glenn Pitts. And Jack East leading 16-9 over Daniel Baker. So that's what's happening in the men's Champion of Champion event at the moment.
Go again, Mas.
Clearly, Julia is not a short end player because she hasn't tried that in her 3 attempts.
Decent opener here. Very decent. I'm amazed at the line that is just coming in sideways right at the end. Brilliantly played. And look where that bowl's finished. If you looked up and said what hand was that bowl played on,
Yes.
you'd think it was probably played on the forehand. It's virtually done a lap of honour of the jack. Plenty of wildlife around. Sorrento known for its magpies that are always around the green.
They could catch a couple of these flies, it'd be useful. A nice reply from Sam. That sets up her next couple of shots.
Well,
Going to the back, I'm not sure that was intentional or
it
not.
needs to pull up. It needs to pull up, and it stayed right on the edge. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, there you go. There's the view of it right on the edge. It's handy insurance.
Yeah. Sure the intention was not to be short, but probably not quite that far. So Sam changes hand, looking to sit that bowl, trail that jack. Just on the inside.
Beautifully weighted that, wasn't it? Give it every opportunity.
And she's punched her own back to a even better position.
I think the key was there, Pete, with that sort of weight, it basically widens the target to about the widest it can be. Coming in on that line, you've got so many chances to sit the bowl or trail the jack. Go bigger and you narrow that target. Doesn't want the jack now.
David hiding us.
Oh,
And
well,
when
that's
we cut
unfortunate. Yep.
That's very unfortunate. Those things don't happen if it was the other way around. If she was leading 20-3, it would have just jammed in nicely and gone nowhere.
Yes.
Sam just slits in behind. Doesn't count, but didn't need to.
So does Julia go wait here? Yes, she does. Needs contact to stay in the match. Close. Got it. Oh, got the
no.
jack as well.
Crowd Oz, because that's 2 unfortunate bowls.
That will be the end of the match. Julia's just making sure that she's down, and that will be the end of the match. The players will shake hands, and that is a 21-3, very impressive 21-3 victory to Sam Ferguson. A pretty clinical, amazing display, wasn't it?
It was from bowl 1. She picked that wider hand, chucked it out there, and just let it drift back. Didn't fight the line at all. Found the weight.
Just no opportunity for Julia to settle into that one at all.
No.
All right.
So I don't know, can we stay around a little bit longer or not? How's that? It won't be great camera angles. Are they able to swing around? To the WANT one on rink 3. Just conversing. Just talking to... So there won't be great camera angles, but we might just get a little bit...
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be
No,
able
so
to.
they're
I don't think we're
too
going to be
far
able
away
to do
from
that.
the
They're a
finish.
little bit far away. So
We'll
that
sign off then.
that is where we will leave you. A 21-3 victory to Sam Ferguson, and a very, very impressive display. We will be back at 2:30 Western Standard Time. that will be for the match between Jack East and Lee Sorrento. You can keep track of all the live scores via the live score link there, so keep an eye on that. It's a big thank you to Tourism WA, the Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries in Western Australia, and of course the City of Joondalup, as we bring you the Nationals 2023, the Australian Champion of Champions. So 2:30, that gives you a bit of a break. A couple of hours break, and we'll be back. Make sure your notifications are on, like the Bowls Australia Facebook page, and you get the notification when we go live. But for now, it is farewell from Sorrento. We'll see you back here.